party election broadcast by the Conservative Party.
The plan this evening was to show you our local and European election party political broadcast. But I've decided against that. Instead, I want to speak directly to everyone at home about the issue that is doing so much to undermine our whole political process: MPs' expenses. I want to start by saying sorry. Sorry that it's come to this, and sorry for the actions of some Conservative MPs. You are right to be angry that some of the people you elect are taking money you earn to pay for things that few could afford. You've been let down. Politicians have done things that are unethical and wrong. They must never forget, we must never forget, it is taxpayers' money. I don't care if these things were within the rules, they were wrong. So what are we going to do to sort it out? An independent inquiry into MPs' expenses is underway, but it won't be reporting until later this year. I don't believe we can wait that long. So I want to tell you the action that I am taking now. And by that, I don't mean things I'd like the government to do. I don't mean things that I want the House of Commons to do. I mean things that the Conservative Party, Conservative MPs, my members of Parliament, will do right now. To start with, I want to establish new principles that we will abide by. I've said that the thing we need more than anything else in this country, and the idea that will be at the heart of everything a Conservative government would do, is responsibility. When so many of the problems that face our country, like debt, like family breakdown and crime, when those questions are of individual responsibility and personal responsibility, then it's vital that our representatives in Parliament set a socially responsible example. I've also said that a Conservative government needs to be careful, not casual, with taxpayers' money. That principle of thrift should apply to Conservative MPs too. So from now on, I want them to claim what is reasonable to do their job, not the maximum they can get away with. From these principles of social responsibility and thrift follow the actions that we're actually taking. Members of my shadow cabinet, including Michael Gove, Oliver Letwin and Andrew Lansley, have agreed to pay back money for expense claims that have caused concern. Other members of the shadow cabinet, like Francis Maude and Chris Grayling, will not in future claim any money for their second homes. And I've set up a new scrutiny panel to review every excessive expense claim by Conservative MPs and decide whether the money should be paid back. Conservative MPs who have excessive expense claims will have to go in front of that scrutiny panel and pay back the money agreed, or they will no longer be Conservative MPs. I've also insisted on the following actions with immediate effect. First, I'm making my shadow cabinet and then all of my MPs publish online for everyone to see every expense claim they make when they make it. Second, I'm banning so-called flipping, the process where some MPs change what they decide is their first or their second home to make the most of what they can claim on expenses. Third, any Conservative MP selling a home for which the mortgage interest payments are currently paid by the taxpayer must confirm they will pay capital gains tax on that home. And fourth, I am banning my MPs from making claims for any furniture, household goods or food. Only rent, mortgage interest, overnight bills, utility bills and council tax bills can be claimed. Now these actions, they won't fix our broken politics. It is just a start. I know it's going to take time and effort to repair a system that has been allowed to deteriorate over years. But when it comes down to it, all of us, I think, want the same thing: to be proud of our Parliament and the people in it. We have got big problems in this country. We need big change. If we win the next election, we will be asking the whole country to come together to show social responsibility, personal responsibility, and thrift. So the least we can do in Parliament is live by those values ourselves.